In this video, I'm going to talk about tax credit for American Opportunity Credit and Life Learning Credit. Those are the education credit. So, American Opportunity Tax Credit, you can get up to $2,500 per student per year for higher education. Mainly is the 4-year college. So in 2020, American Opportunity Tax Credit reduced family tax dollar for dollar in amount equal to, so you 100% of the first $2,000 qualified expense, 25% of the next $2,000 qualified expense. So you have a first $2,000 expense, the second expense. So first you get 100% 2,000, the second is 25%, so you would get 500. So maximum your credit is 2,500 allowed, right? This 2,500 is per student per year. So if you family, you have 2 or 3 kids in college, so which is this 2 or 3 kids, each of them can be qualified for $2,500 credit. Then up to 40% of the eligible credit is refundable. So this is good to know. Which is, if you don't have any taxable, income, so you can get up to $1,000, refundable credit, right? Get cash back. Then you have a phase-out range for your income, family income. If you married, file jointly, your MAGI is greater than $180,000. Basically, you are not eligible for American Opportunity Tax Credit. If you are single, so your MAGI is greater than $90,000, so you are not eligible for any American Opportunity Credit. Then let's see an example. Say Steven is a single taxpayer, pays $6,000 in college tuition fees for each of his twin sons, Michael and Jonathan, who are in their third years state university. Steven's modified AGI is $75,000. His tax liability for the current year is $4,200. So, what tax credit and tax refund will Steven will receive, if any? So you can see his 2 sons, each of them have a $6,000 expense. So you can get maximum $2,500 credit each of them, right? So total is $5,000 credit. But for the dad is only have $4,200 tax liability. So you reduce, you would get $800. You have to know you up to 40% of $5,000 is refundable. So this one you will because you used this for reduce the tax liability, then you have $800. So you would get $800 is refundable tax credit. So this is how you get it. Lifetime learning credit. So maximum non-refundable credit is $2,000 per return, which is per family. You have to know, like last example, so you only allow for per family. When you have 2 kids, you only allow one family per return, allow $2,000. Then this amount life learning credit permit is 20% of the first $10,000 of the qualified tuition paid. Then in which the American Opportunity Tax Credit is not claimed for the same student. So if $10,000, you have $4,000 used to claim the American Opportunity Credit. So you cannot do that. So you can only do like 20,000 for the 6,000, the rest of them to do their life learning credit, right? And so so this one basically up to $2,000, up to $2,000. You also have a income limit as well. So if you make more, if you married final jointly make more than $138,000 in that year, you are not eligible for the life learning credit. So if you make more than 69,000, so for a single filer, you are not eligible for the life learning credit. Let's see more information about life learning credit. So basically, I'm gonna go detail compare the American Opportunity Credit and the life learning credit later. So this is just a quick view. So life learning credit is for an unlimited number of the years while the student is pursuing their education. Neither require enroll in the degree program or does necessity at least half of the enrollment. So life learning credit is available per eligible family. So if 2 or more children in the same household incur qualified expense in the same year, the parent may claim life learning credit for family. American Opportunity Credit may be claimed for each eligible children, or life learning credit may be claimed for one child, and American Opportunity Credit may be claimed for each of the other eligible children. So that's how you do it. So I want to show you this one. Say, this is from IS website. So basically, this is the link here that is on the instruction form 8863. So page 2, this is a very, very good chart. So comparison education credit for 2020. So here, there's a caution that you can claim both American Opportunity Credit and the Life Learning Credit on the same return, but not for the same student. So you can see, so if you have 2 kids, just be careful. You can, one kid claim, the life learning credit, and the other one claim the American Opportunity Credit. So, yeah, just be careful. Here, or you can just claim American Opportunity Credit for both of the kids. Then let's compare them, okay? So here, maximum credit for American Opportunity Credit is up to $2,500 per eligible student. Then life learning is up to 2,000 credit per return, right? Per return. Then limit on the modified adjusted gross income. You can see $180,000 for married file jointly, then $90,000 for single, and others. So life learning credit is much lower. It's $138,000, $69,000 for single, and others. Then refundable or non-refundable. So American Opportunity Credit, 40% credit is maybe refundable. The rest is non-refundable. So life learning credit is non-refundable. Credit limited to the amount of tax you must pay on your taxable income. Number of years of the post-secondary education. So available only for if a student had not completed the first 4 years post-secondary education before 2020. So you can see American education credit is kind of only for like 4-year universities or community college, stuff like that. So it's not go for like a graduate school, PhDs. So American Opportunity Credit you cannot use for those things. However, for life learning credit, you are available for all the years of the post-secondary education for courses to acquire or improve job skills. So life learning credit is have more, range. You can for graduate school, from PhD, for your certificate, or for any other professional, education learnings. So which is which is a good thing. The number of tax years credit available. So American Opportunity Credit is only available for 4 years per eligible student. So it's only for 4 years. 4 tax year, include any years Hope Scholarship credit was claimed. So life learning credit is available for an unlimited number of tax years. So no matter, for your life, right? Life learning. So it's unlimited number of tax years. Type of the program required. Student must be pursue program needing to a degree or other recognized education credentials. So you can see American Opportunity Credit require you, to enroll in a program like an associate degree or, undergraduate degree. Then the life learning credit, student doesn't need to be pursue a program needing to a degree or other recognized education credential. So as long as you just learning incur fees, you are eligible for life learning credit. Number of the courses. So for American Opportunity Credit, student must enroll at least half of the at least one academic years, first 3 months of 2021 qualified expense. Life learning credit is available for 1 or more courses. So you can see here, you have to be for American Opportunity Credit, you have to be more than half time. So you are not full time, but you are more than half time. However, life learning credit is just available for more than 1 or more courses, right? 1 or more courses. Then who are now eligible? Felony drug convictions. As end of the 2020, the student had not been convicted of felony possessing or distributing controlled substance. Then the same thing for life learning credit. Felony drug conviction don't make the student ineligible. Okay, so life learning credit actually the felony drug conviction, it doesn't apply for life learning credit. Then qualified expense for American Opportunity Credit is tuition, required enrollment fees, course materials that student need for the course of the study, whether or not material are bought at education institution, enroll attendance. Then for the life learning credit is tuition, required enroll fees, include amount required to be paid institution for the course related books, supplies, and equipment. Payment for the academic period. So payment made in the 2020 for the academic period begin in the 2020 or beginning of the first 3 months 2021. So this is for 2020 filing. So basically payment within 2020. Then or first 3 months of the 2021. Basically before April 15 you're filing. TIN needed file due date. Filer and the student must be issued your TIN by the due date 2020 return. Education institution, you must provide the education institution employer identification on your form 8863. So this, all those educational institutions, they should have this for you. Here, so all the forms you need to file. The first one is 1040. On the 1040 is American Opportunity Credit. They tell you first that you need to fill out 8863 form. 8863 form is for both American Opportunity Credit and Life Learning Credit. So this is on the, then you put it on the 1040. Then for the rest Life Learning Credit, you put it on the Schedule 3. Schedule 3 1040. So you put it on here. So this is the related form required to file.